Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we're going to have a look at a map that's based on a real-life location. It's kind of a one-to-one map, but it's not because, and I approve of this, the creator has done something rather clever. And that is to fit more of the map in. The centre of the map is a one-to-one scale, but outside from the centre, as you go towards the fog and such, it's more like a 1 to 0.87 scale, which is very clever indeed. Now, the creator is a top name. They're actually in the Hall of Fame on the Steam Weekly Chart Show, so a big name, and it's one of those asset creators who's turned their hand to making a map. Now, this is the third version of this map, probably the final version, but is it a good version? Well, that's what I'm here to help you decide before you subscribe to it. But before we do any of that, yeah, you know what's coming up. I'm going to do a big build up. Big build up. Yes, could you possibly have a daily reminder? That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. So thank you for your support. Today's map is Sydney, Australia. In case you thought of it as a different Sydney. Version 3 by Robert. The 2020 edition, no less. Okay, let's have a look at that start square. Start square has like some roads in it and a little bit of water and stuff. Kind of what you want. Let's have a look at the terrain heights. Yeah, it's a very well developed area, so a lot of it has been flattened out. So we don't have an awful lot of variation, which is good. And then the resources, splits and splots. Well, it's kind of a detailer's build, I think, this one. Trying to recreate an exact city. You're not going to worry too much about farmland. Off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, there's a bit of a list on the right hand side. Sadly, no one-click collection, although there is a link to a collection for things that you'll find in Sydney. Now, we'll be using the vanilla temperate theme because there's no recommended theme, and the realistic 1.2 LUT. Although, if it were down to me, I would choose something a little bit more glorious. This map, however, the problem isn't with the aesthetics. Let's just get that out of the way. A different theme and LUT won't make too much of a difference to this one. Now, this road here, we'll see lots of little jinky jankies on it. I'm not bothered by this. I've not looked at the map of Sydney too closely, but I'm assuming this is going through the centre of the city, and so therefore there are going to be jinky jankies where there will be intersections that we're not seeing because they haven't been put in yet, because this is just a connection. So I'm not that worried about this. When I start worrying, I think you will start worrying as well. It's not the world's, but all the problems on this map are fixable, so let's not fret too much, okay? Let's start off with this one. We got a little bit of terrain glitching through the roads there, where it's been squished a bit hard, and you're going to see a little bit more of that today as well. And then heading down to our first intersection, proper intersection here, with a bridge connecting up. Does this look good to you? It kind of does to me as well. But what we do have, you may notice, is a traffic light controlled corner. I don't mind that. A little bit of a step up here. That's going to cause some hilarity if you like rocket-powered orange tractors. Here's one. This orange tractor is going to be rocket propelled. Wait for this. There's no camera trickery in this. Watch this. Okay, so it goes under there and then it pings. I've not seen anything ping quite as... I've seen things ping before, but not quite as viciously as that. We've got enough time to have a little look under the carriageway at the pillars and the retaining wall not being perfectly aligned there. And I'm just waiting for some more traffic. See, it's traffic coming down the centre lane that we're looking for here. It's going to cause a problem. On the right-hand lane, they just dip into the road a little bit. Centre lane, they will ping, and the right-hand lane, well, they're going straight on, I do believe. So he's going to just he'll be fine. He'll be absolutely fine there. See that? Now, what we're waiting for is some traffic in the centre. Oh, petrol tankers. Ah, if there's anything you really want to ping, like a pingy thing, that is the thing. Right, okay, prepare yourselves. I think even the logo is going to have trouble holding its form over this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you set? Right, I'm set. Oh. Oh, this is too exciting. Okay, change will your lights, change will you? Just going to show you, this is the regular speed that I'm running at. Running simulation on 30% speed at the moment. Hence traffic's running a little slower than you might be used to. But I think it looks a little bit more realistic like this. And then, realism be damned, here it comes, the first one. Bing! Oh, I could watch this all day. This is amazing. Oh, the entertainment value is top notch. Anyways, yes. So we've got a slight intersection problem there. Easily fixed. Easy-ish fixed, I imagine. Let me move it up. Stretch it. Oh, now we're glitching around all over the place. I'm saying easy fixed. It's not going to be easy fixed at all, is it? It's just... Play. Just please play. Push that up there. Right, I've got a little bit of road glitching going on here. Let me just drop that down a couple of nodes. There we go. So we've got a tiny little bit of glitching with the road there, but at least we're not going to have pinging traffic anymore. So that's a good thing. Oh, so much fun. Right, where were we? Over the bridge. Perfectly nice bridge. No problems with that bridge. And then we'll just follow through the Sydney. Now, I've never been to Australia. I've never been to Sydney, but I have Googled this bridge here because I thought this looks weird. It does actually look like this, but it doesn't actually have a picture of a monkey throwing a paper plane. There you go. That to me is a picture of a monkey throwing a paper plane. A super monkey. Yeah, it doesn't have one of those. That's more glitching going on there. And then if we come over here, there's a little bit glitching on this end as well. Not quite so bad, just a hint. Glitching is, put a bit of plopple asphalt over it if you don't want to fix the road itself. Easily fixed. Anyway, you've got more roads here that are tiny bits of jinky janky that I'm prepared to let go because you never know. And then a lovely custom bridge going on there, very well used as well. And then a little bit of glitching under the thing here, so just a little bit of terrain work with the editor could fix that. And these slip roads look a little bit jinky janky and a winky wonky and just all over the place, I think. Not too much, nothing that these segment smoother wouldn't fix, or you could even do that using Move It now, which is another little thing that Move It mod will do for you. And slick intersections again. I'm just loving, look at these. I'm loving these. Oh, I'm not loving that. That's a pillar in the road and a pillar in the road over there. In fact, I think this road emerging up between these roads looks like it might be very troublesome. Let me come down here and look down there. Oh, look at that. Okay, yes, not the best, but at least Robert's had a go. And that's something to be said. Okay, we might be having a laugh at, so there's a lot of work has gone into this map. Okay, with slight glitching of the roads going on there as well. But all of this, if you wanted to take on the map of, oh, there's a big drop. If you wanted to take on the map of Sydney, then this is probably the best one to go with. You're just going to have to do a little bit of fixer-uppering, you know. More pillars in roads there. Okay, which way shall we go? Oh, hang on. Oh, look at this. This is folded over, and this one over here, I believe, is folded over as well. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear. Right, anyways, we're going to carry on because that's just a dead-end loop. Speaking of dead ends, hi, I'm BonBonB. What more have we got going on? Yeah, that's not too bad, not too bad. Ahead of us we have the Sydney Harbour Bridge, but we're going to head down this way because the start square is down here, and that's what we're interested in right now. We've got some sunken and tunnelled highways going on here. That's quite nice, quite nicely done. And then if we head down this way, you'll see some more sunken and tunnelled highways there, including a little bit of a bump that I think I'd rather have that smoothed out on the right hand side to a straight line. And have we got another? Oh yes, we've got another folded bit of highway right there. Okay, but we are in the start square, so we've got something glorious. The sort of thing you expect to find in Sydney. It's the, and I apologise to anybody from Romania here, the Turnul ceas clock tower, Sighișoara, Romania. By Raccoon. I'm so sorry. Everybody, I'm so sorry. I did look that up and I couldn't get my tongue around it, even having looked it up. Anyway, factoids, because factoids. On today's date, November the 27th, in 1582, a little while ago, William Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway. The great writer was only 18 years of age at the time. Oh, bless you, sir. I wonder how they managed to get by. I mean, he was writing, but was he earning a lot of money when he was 18? I don't know. Was he earning a lot of money later on? He did okay, didn't he? He did okay, definitely. Anyway, we've got a lovely little tunnel through there. That looks great. Turnul, ceas, Clock Tower, Sighișoara, Romania. Today's asset of the day. Right, okay, let's head back to the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Now, this is where it gets glorious, okay? This bridge is just glorious. Okay, we'll head up the roads. And now you'll notice here we have got lots of lanes of things. We've got a footpath. We've got 2 lanes of rail. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes of highway. We've got a bus lane, bus taxi lane, and what looks like probably a bike path, because that then heads over and joins the footpath on that side away from the traffic. I think that is amazing. Stunning work, great work, fully applaud it. I'm not sure what all these numbers on the road are for, but yes, we have numbers on the road as well. Right, so we'll head down this way. Now, I'm not going to look at loads and loads and loads of detailing areas now, because I think we've done that to death on this map, haven't we? We'll do a fly over it. We just look at intersections. Yeah, there may be problems with these intersections. There may not be. We've been there. We have many t-shirts. All we know is we're just looking at a map of the Sydney area, and the roads, well, they are supposedly, I've not double checked or triple checked them, but in roughly or exactly the right place. And for that, Robert needs to be applauded, because that's a hell of a lot of work, you know. A hell of a lot of work to do that. And that's why we've got some detailing errors, because there is so much work. And trying to get things exactly right. This game is not set for that. It's a game. Okay? Don't take it so seriously. If you want to take on the Sydney build, then this is a map you should definitely be considering. But just remember, we have got some problems with it. Like this bit of rail here that has a tunnel going up to space underground. And then the rail pops out here. And then we'll go across the Harbour Bridge, which we do know that we have got this bridge with the rail on it. And where do you reckon the rail goes after this? What do you think? Well, if we pull over here, you can see it's coming back down and it drops into that tunnel. Where do you think that tunnel goes? Well, first of all, it goes down like a hole. It's a glory hole. Hey, glory hole. And it dead ends down there. You see those? Those are stoppers. That's going to stop any traffic from going any further. I have no ideas, I'm afraid. What I do know is that it goes somewhere and somebody knows. But that somebody isn't me.
Are you baffled by how YouTubers put detailing on their assets? Are you frightened that something called anarchy would break your game? Then you need the BonBonB's Beginner Guide to Anarchy. Click the information button now.
And so back to Sydney, Australia version 3 by Robert. And the shipping routes. Well, it's a harbour town, so we have shipping routes. And I don't have any problems with them, really. No, none at all. And we follow the shipping route up and in and under the Harbour Bridge, which I think is high enough. I've not checked it, but it looks high enough to me. And then we've got a couple of routes to go into the harbour itself, which is very nice. Water flow. Okay, so this looks like it's some sort of river. Once again, I've not done my geography, but I can't believe that this is anything but a river. And the river coming down, and there we go, downstream. We're going downstream. There's the words I'm looking for. I blanked again. Unbelievable. And now we're going upstream. Yes, I'm afraid to tell you we have edge of map water flow pushing in into the harbour, and somewhere in this area, no, a little bit more upstream, will be a null area. About here will be a null area where your sewage may possibly start milling about, especially if you're using that as your pumping area. Okay, so let's not be too critical now, okay? This to me, looking at Google Earth, looks like Sydney, okay? And it's one-to-one, except for it isn't. And that's the clever bit. That is, I fully approve of that. I really do fully approve of it. It just means that you can get more suburbs in, or industrial estates a little bit further out of the city, but you can concentrate on getting all the correct city buildings in the exact positions, and that's a really slick thing. We've got a huge buildable area over here, and then we've got another waterfront over here, which I did read somewhere in the comments or the description. It might be Botany Bay down here. I don't know. I'm not fully au fait. Botany Bay does sound like a nice place to go, though. Whether it is or not, I have no clue. But it does sound like a good place to go. We do have some beaches. Unfortunately, we are using a vanilla theme here. So these beaches will look, well, stunning with almost anything else. Apart from what we're using today. But like I say, there was no recommended theme. So I go with the... what automatically loads otherwise, and that today is the temperate theme. These beaches just about showing a little bit of sand. We've got one little cove here that the sand's completely underwater as well. I don't know if that was by intention or whether it actually is like that. I'm just going to let it go because I don't know. What I do know though is that you will have an opinion on this map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Right, what do I think? Well, aesthetically, it's okay. It looks like what it's supposed to. It doesn't glow. It's not glorious. But I do think of all the one-to-one style maps, it's kind of above average, and that's not saying much actually for some of the other one-to-ones. I'm gonna go 3 stars. It looks like it's not an ugly map. It looks like what it's supposed to. So there you go. Detailing, yes, we've got problems with detailing. There's a hell of a lot of detailing on here, and that's a saving grace. I am going to go a high 2. It can't get a 3. There's just too many disastrous points there to be dealt with. But a high 2 is fine. Gameplay potential. I was toying with 2 stars on this because there's an awful lot to fix first of all. But I reckon somebody who wants to build Sydney will love this map and won't mind fixing those errors. And that will become part of the gameplay. So I'm going to give it the 3rd star. So 3 stars for gameplay because it is playable, isn't it? It is playable. So Sydney, Australia version 3 by Robert. That's a valiant effort. Just a lot of highway glitching going on. Glitcheroos, that's what we're going to call those ones. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing, and for joining me for another map in the What Map series. We'll have another one coming up tomorrow. Yes, we will. There's an old one on the screen now. Yes, there is. And, oh, there, don't forget. East Shade over on BonBonB 2. You don't want to miss that one. I'll try and link it in on this page as well. Thanks for watching. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome.